is all the cards that spoiled so far. Again, I use Mythic Spoiler, that's where I get my spoilers from. So, we have Heroes in a Half Shell, this is the Commander deck, exclusive here. We have Ibaha Rocksteady, which should be this set from Standard. This Michelangelo will be from the special Team Up deck. This is an example I will show later of the retrain cards. So, just like Spider-Man version of cards, this is another one that's an example from that said team product. Another team of product here. This will be standard again, Raphael's technique, which says what Sneak does, which is a new mechanic. You may cast this spell for that price, which is way cheaper, and return an unblocked attacker you control to your hand. So, again, unblock, so kind of fixed ninjutsu. Each player discards their hand and drops some cards. Okay, we have Raphael, Tag Team Tough, again, a team of product. We'll read the effects after. We're just going through how much cards spoiled now, and we'll do the reading after that. Next we have Cassie Jones, that's coming in standard. We have Master Splinter here from the team of products. This is the standard legal one. We have Super Shredder, which is standard. Dark Ritual. We have another one, Dark Ritual, obviously not standard. We have Donatello the Brains, not standard. So that's a team of product cards here. Standard, Krang, if you know your villains. We have the headliner here, one example. We have this Leonardo from the Commander deck. He's the alternative commander because they have their own partner mechanic. As you can see here, he has all 5 colors. So once you partner with him, you have all 5 colors. Leonardo, the warrior. This spell is called 1 less to cast for each creature you control. Double strike. That's a 7 on top there. Turtles Forever. So again, they extend our treatment of that. We have Unbreakable Formation. Creatures you control gain indestructible at the end of turn. And we've seen this Secret Lair symbol, so we can expect a Secret Lair coming. Addendum, if you cast this spell during your turn, during your main phase, put a 1 counter on each of those creatures, and they gain Vigilance. Okay. And we have the Pizza Lands, which seem to only come in the pizza box. And that's all the spoilers. So, we'll now go over the effects, color by color, and read through those. So, first thing first, let's start with some exciting stuff. So let's go with the Master Shredder. So I'm making him a bit bigger here. Again, Mythic Spoiler. Menace, whenever another permanent leaves the battlefield, put a 1 counter on Super Shredder. 2 mana Mythic is a 1/1. Kinda weak, but it's whenever it leaves. So even blinking actually makes it stronger. We obviously have Dark Ritual, add 3 black mana. And then we have Splinter, the Mentor, which is Menace. Whenever Splinter or another non-token creature you control leaves the battlefield, create a mutagen token. And this is the black partner. First time looking at this. Again, we don't know what the mutagen token is yet, but I suspect it'll be something like a blood token. So that's the mythics there. And now let's get into the 5 color half shell, right? So, Vigilance, Menace, Trample, Haste. Whenever one or more mutants, ninjas, turtles you control does deal damage to a player, put a 1 counter on each of those creatures and draw a card. So, great anthem for what it is. Pretty cool. Then next we have the Michelangelo, the Heart. Again, commander deck. So, Trample, Reader, fridge in brackets. At the beginning of your second main phase, if you attack this turn, put a 1 counter on a creature and you create a food token. Again, just trying to push this food deck hard. We obviously have the Doubling Season, well-known card, 5 mana, double your tokens and double your counters. Let's keep going. We have Michelangelo on the scene, 6 mana for a 2/2, Trample, and enter 1 counters equal to the amount of lands you control. And when it dies, you return it to your hand. Again, this one is from the team of product where you're fighting the villains, that's why it goes back to your hand. Right, so this is Raphael, the muscle. So this one will be from the commander product. See the partner mechanic there. Double all damage dealt by creatures you control with counters on them. So, pretty good. And when Raphael attacks, creating mutant. Pretty good. Where I went over the sneak. We're going over here, Raphael, tag team tough. This one, I believe, would be the one from the team up bundle. That's fighting the villain. Menace. Whenever Raphael deals combat damage to a player for the first time each turn on tap, and gives you an extra combat after this one. Okay, okay. 6 mana, so that's about the same. We already went through the black, and now we'll go through the blue with Donatello, the brains, and again, this one's from the commander product. If one or more tokens will be created under your control, add a Mutant token to it. Instead, let's try again. One more token will be created under your control. Create, okay, just as a Mutant token. Super weak. Then we have the Donatello from the special deck. Vigilance. When Donatello attack team enters, tap up to 3 target creatures your opponent controls, put a stun count on each of them. Okay. And I'll do your commands for this one time, because of course you have April here. She's black, and then we won't get into that again. She was black in the material, so nothing should be too controversial there. I begin off your end step, draw a card for each card type among spells you've cast this turn. Please and draw spell. Donnie and April, adorable duo, 5 mana, and this one's from the Team Up product. That one's from standard previously. So this one is meant to work in like pairs and concert and stuff. You have to choose up to 1 or 2 effects, but you have to pick different players. One is draw 2 cards, the other one is return an artifact, instant, or sorcery from a graveyard to their hand. So when you team up, you help one of your friends in that. That's nice. This is, again, our villain, but this is going to be in standard here. Affinity for artifacts. That means it's cheaper for each artifact you control. When Krang enters, you may have, if you have fewer than 4 cards in your hand, you draw cards equal to the difference. So make you draw up to your hand being 4. And Krang gets +1/+0 for each other artifact you control. It's a 1/4 for possibly 0 mana. Because the thing is, affinity actually works for the colored pips as well, if I remember that correctly. Because I recall affinity working for the colors as well. So we'll see the headliner, double strike, and during your turn you may cast creatures with 1 or less toughness and with a penalty counter, meaning that after they die with a penalty counter, you actually exile them. But this is in white, it's a black-white legend, so you could actually have there's an enchantment that actually circumvents that by not allowing to put warrant counters. Next we have, and that's standard by the way, we have Leonardo, the balance. So this is the alternative commander. Whenever a token you control enters, you may put a warrant counter on each creature you control. Do this only once each turn. Pay 5 creatures you control, gain menace, trample, lifelink until end of turn. Partner. Nice. So obviously commander deck product. And here we have the white leader of the deck. I think I read that before. Turtles Forever. Search your deck for 4 legendaries with different names from out of the game or your deck. Your opponent gives you 2 more shuffles in the deck. Pretty good. Unbreakable Formation, read that, and of course the pizzas. And now we're doing the green last with Bebop and Rocksteady, which is a 7/5 for 3 mana hybrid, but obviously when this attacks or blocks, you sacrifice a permanent or discard a card. We have a lot of cards like this, so pretty good for a rare, decent power. And we have Michelangelo, the Heart from the commander deck. At the beginning of your second main phase, if you attack with a warrant counter on this creature card, with the food, we read that already. So that's it. That's all the cards there that they spoiled. Or no, it's not. I didn't actually read the Casey Jones. Casey Jones, Jury, Rig, Justica, Haste. Whenever Casey Jones enters, look at the top 4 cards in library. You reveal an artifact there, put it in your hand, then shuffle. It's uncommon. 2 mana also. Not that bad. And yeah, that's all this spoiled so far. I will try to bring them up on screen so you'll have a better look at them. But that's what you have so far. You have 2 videos today because I wanted to make it short. Hope you all enjoyed. Bye. Again, thanks for tuning in. Fuck me, fuck this game. Bye.